But what we have here, and like I said, it doesn't change much from day 1 to day 49 or 50. But it's got the same format, we do the same things, but this is what changes right here, our script, and a couple of things in between, where are we here? Right here, period 6. Now what I do is we number our periods, okay? Each one, all the way down. That way, when I'm talking with my defensive coordinator, and hey, I want to come together. Hey, period 6, we're not going to do this. Period 6, I want to come together, coach. He looks at his practice plan, period 6. Okay, we're good. We'll skip that. Let's go. So we number our periods, and we make sure that all these, we know exactly what period we're in at any given time. All right? Now, this is a preseason practice schedule. So here's what we got. 8 o'clock, now this is a doubles practice. We start at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock to 8:15, we got pre-practice. We go out there, it's some individual time. 15 minutes of individual time before the practice starts. Okay? What I like doing is I like getting these kids warmed up before we stretch. Because if we don't warm up before we stretch, you're just stretching cold muscles. Now, these kids are young kids, and you know they're not going to pull a muscle like you or me. If I go out there and I try to run, I'm going to pop my hamstring. But these kids, what I like doing is I like in this pre-practice time, get them going slowly. 50%, go through a couple of drills, and then gear them up to more 75, 80%, and then at the end of that 15-minute period, we're going right into period 2, which is form, run, and dynamic stretch. Our dynamic stretch, what we do is we stretch while we move. Okay? We're not going to stand there and spread our legs and just static stretches. What we do is we stretch while we move. We get in we get in lines, and the leaders will call it out. Okay, here we go, ham stretches. We take a couple of steps, we stretch out our hams, or glutes, right there. 3 steps, we're stretching while we're moving. Always want to move those muscles. Get the blood flowing in the muscles. That way your muscles warm up. Now you're able to stretch them even better. If you're standing there static stretches, and you're trying to stretch down, your muscles are tight, they're cold, you're not going to be able to stretch as far as when they're warm. So that's what we do. So now we warm up our muscles, now we stretch, now we're nice and stretched. What we did in this period 2 was we added a special team segment. So we put special teams that says kickoff. So the kids that are on the kickoff would go over to the main field, they're working kickoff while everybody else is stretching. Instead of everybody working on kickoff and you've got 75 players standing on the sideline watching kickoff, everybody's involved. Everybody's doing something. So we've got guys over here stretching out while these guys over here are doing kickoff or kickoff return or punt, whatever special team is for that day. So we get people involved. And that's what I said, the last screen. No wasted time on the practice field. So now we've got special teams. We go state fair. This is offense. Now this is obviously an offensive practice plan, but defensive practice plan would be very similar to ours. State fair, we put a conditioning circuit right away. Right away. State fair, I call it. Now we've got 3 different fairs or whatnot. It's the I can't remember is it county? Okay, county fair, state fair, and World's Fair. Okay. State fair is 2 minutes per period. County fair is 1 minute per period. World's Fair is 3 minutes per period. So kids hate World's Fair. Anytime we put World's Fair up there, they're just, no, they don't want to do it. They asked for a city fair, which is 30 seconds, but I wasn't going there. So we get them moving right away. What I want to do is I want to get them tired. So we're not tired, but I want to get them breathing heavy. And then we go right into our offensive fundamental time, because when you're going through fundamentals during the game, you're tired during the game. Okay? If you're fresh and you go through fundamentals, that's easy, man. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to sit down, I'm going to catch up on, I'm going to go. Now I'm tired. I just got done doing a circuit. All right? That's not what we do. You need to make sure that you're mentally and physically ready to go. So we do our conditioning circuit right away. Get them tired, and then teach them the fundamentals while they're tired. So they know fourth period or fourth quarter comes, I need to make sure that my fundamentals are perfectly sound. So when I go up there to catch a ball, I'm not doing it halfway and just barely doing it. I need to make sure I'm ready mentally. Okay, here I come. I'm gonna catch that ball. Boom, now I'm going. So they're tired or winded. And that's why we do that conditioning circuit right away. We don't run sprints at the end of practice. Because we practice every day 100% and we move them all the time. That's what we want to do. Our receivers probably run 100 sprints a day because of all the routes that they run. Boom, 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 boom. They keep on going. That's why we don't run sprints at the end of practice. Because we do our conditioning circuit here, and then we go right into fundamental. Same thing, O-line. We're doing things constantly. Why should an offensive lineman run a 40-yard sprint? How many times does an offensive lineman run a 40-yard sprint in a football game? Not very many. Not very many. So what we do is we're going to get them up here, and we're going to get them going 5 yards. 5 yards at a time. Quick burst, 5 yards. Or we're going to get them pass setting. That's what we're doing. That's what you do in a game. You got to continue to do it during practice. So that's what we try to do with our kids. That's a fundamental time. Then we come into our team run. Okay? A lot of times what we'll do during team run is we'll take the receivers and we'll say, receivers just go do receiver things. And we're going to get down and get dirty with the offensive line, defensive line, and the running backs. And what we'll do is we'll have our run segment. We'll have our defense come over at this time. We'll come together here, and we'll just go at it. Boom. Every play. Run play, run play, run play, run play. Now, as we get going through the season, what we'll do is we'll add not just team run here, we'll add team run plus play action. So what that's going to do is, heck, we get in there, and those linebackers know if we're going team run, they're coming downhill every play. Bam! They're blowing people up. Well, what happens if we run a play action? Now we're adding play action. They have to read that now. Now I'm coming downhill. Oh, I got to go back. So at this point, we do add a pass game in. That's when we'll add our receivers too. So they know that, hey, you better be ready to watch that run play, but you better be able to get back and cover your ground. So that's period number 5. Next period right here, number 6. Period 6, period 4 changed. I'm sorry. Period 6, we do something a little different each day. I'll get into that a little later. But it's a breakdown time. Period 7, we come together, we go team pass, and this is the point where we're throwing. We go through our pass script, and here's our pass script right here. 15 plays, run script. 7 plays, goal line script. We usually go do a goal line circuit right here in pre-practice. We've got wide receivers, running backs, 45-90 cones, high and lows, goal line. Everybody comes together, we do our goal line script. Team run time, run script. Team pass time, pass script. Right down here, we have a pass period, 10-minute pass period, then we have a 5-minute screen period. Here's our screens. Everything is put down right in front of you in that paper.